another episode of the Women of Ouija.
Cheers, Ouija.
Cheers, everybody. We are back. And I'm with Karen Dahlman. Hey, Karen, how you doing?
Doing great, Marla Martenson.
That's
Hello, everybody.
right.
Glad to be back with you guys as a team.
This is so fun. We get a lot of requests to get back together. So here we are. I just did Karen's show, and we wore our witches' hats, and then I've decided to be a little gypsy today, and Karen has some interesting stories to tell us about what she's seen in the night sky, so she's wearing her alien hat.
That's right. I'm working with the skies and the aliens now. Well,
all right, so tell us.
Let me say, it may not be aliens. I think it's black projects I'm working with. Black ops projects.
Wow, tell us about that.
Well, so my Christmas gift to myself this year is a set of third generation night vision goggles.
Now, what's third generation mean? It means they're used, or it means what?
Oh, that's cute. Okay,
I'm at a garage sale, third generation.
It's related to me. No, just kidding. Second generation, it's okay when you look through the goggles and you see the green. Third generation is super clear. It's just the next version of taking the technology to another level.
Okay.
And so this pair right here, the set I got, is what the Border Patrol uses, the police use. The person I bought it from sells them. That's who he typically sells to. Okay. And if you are interested in getting a pair of these, I will put a link below to the contact you can get them from at Bearing Optics. Anyway, I love this set, and I'll tell you why. You take your phone, and I hook it in here like this, and I can record whatever I'm seeing up there. So I've only been using these for a couple, 2 or 3 weeks now. But I got to tell you guys, I've seen some really crazy things. I didn't film it first, and now it's like every time I use it, I got the camera hooked to it now because I thought to make really cool things. So the thing I did film was, of course, it's a green sky, circular, but I saw this light going through the sky super fast. It's like 6 o'clock in the morning and in the Pacific time, and it's still dark out. As you know, it's winter, so it's still kind of dark. And it just went across the sky super fast. And so I don't know what that was. I just know it's something that's moving at really high speeds. Mm-hmm. Now, let me tell you, Marla and you guys, some of the things I have seen. Okay. So one morning, it was 5:45 a.m. I went outside, and this is down in Orange County where I live. And I looked up at the sky. I just look out for maybe 10, 15 minutes. I get up a lot and check out the sky. And my God, there was this triangular shaped ship. Yes, and I drew a picture of it. I know. Okay, so this is what I've learned about it. I don't know much about triangular ships, although I started researching now. I thought, I haven't seen one of those before, and people see them. I thought, okay, that's cool. You see it on the internet, whatever, YouTube. I drew it. And it did look like this, like a triangle like this, and then it had like lights or very light lights going on the edges of it, and it was moving incredibly fast, and it was huge, and it was like a light grayish. So you still only see green and whites when you look through these third generation goggles, but I could see that it was lighter in color than what a solid shape would be, and it was like almost transparent in a way. It was like, that's what I mean by it was light grayish, and it was moving super fast across the sky, and I was like this, following it, but gone. And I didn't get it filmed, so I keep going out looking for him again.
Right.
But I had a witness with me on this other one. So I was out in the desert, and I had my goggles out, and we started looking around just to see. I was with a friend, just started to see what we could see. And I gave the goggles over to my friend. My friend started looking and goes, "Oh my God, Karen, you've got to see this." He handed them to me. I took him and looked. It was a giant, about this big at least, because it was probably 15 feet from me, orb, a white lattice-like orb. So it comes out light green, floating around like this, okay, doing weird things. I was like, what is this? And then it stops. He hands me the goggles. I look through it, just like this, and then it goes, shoots off. But I had enough time to see it. Of course, I wasn't recording then. Now I'm recording everything. So we've seen orbs. I've seen the triangular ship. I see fast-moving lights in the sky. The cool thing about these goggles. Does it have
to be dark? It has to be at night, right?
Yeah, you don't want to get these in light. It has to be at night. So these are used for surveillance, basically. These are heavy duty, night vision goggles. The cool thing is that when you're outside, you could go like into a forest and really see the animals and everything. We'd be able to spot it out from the trees because it's so clear. It's just amazing. So that's what I've been doing lately, having a lot of fun the last few weeks.
Have you recorded anything yet? Or are you going to
I
post?
did. I recorded that fast moving light. When I start getting more videos, I will be releasing them. I will start sharing them on my YouTube channel. I just want to get some stuff built up first, but this is just a sneak peek at what kind of fun I'm expecting to have this year in the night sky.
That is so exciting.
I know.
Now, have you been on the board trying to figure out who these people were? Have you ever been, or these people in the ship or beings?
Yeah, I haven't been on the board in a couple of weeks, so I haven't asked about the triangular shaped craft yet. But what I'm hearing from my guides is that this is Black Ops Project, and that's where I'm getting that from.
What's that? What's Black Ops Project?
Well, it's military. It's our own country, our own government doing this work. We're experimenting with different high-speed machine crafts, aircrafts and stuff, and this is one of them. I think it came out of the Aurora Project, and so a lot of times they fly. People see them all the time now. I'm learning, and they'll see them in broad daylight. You'll see them at night.
Okay, so you don't think these are aliens or anything?
No, I don't. That's the feeling I'm getting from my guides, that these are not aliens. This is actually a military. This is our own government working on these. Now, those other fast-moving things, I don't know yet what those are.
An orb, that wouldn't be the government.
No, the orb is definitely some kind of consciousness being. And who it is, I'm not sure. Yet, I will say this. I did ask the guys, I said, can you help us call in some of the ETs out there that are, of course, benevolent, who are here to help us. It could be the Palladians, etc. This is what happened. They're so funny. They said it's like calling cats to come. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. It's like you just can't. And sometimes they will come. Some people are really good at calling them in, but I've been doing so much work with the different energies and spirits that I think part of that is why the orb showed up. It's related to some of the work I've been doing and asking for these those spirits that are benevolent to interact with me a little bit more. So that was.
So are you using the board by yourself more often now than before?
I'm not using the board as much by myself. I use it with my partner, and I would say maybe once every 3 to 4 weeks we do it, and we do like a pretty long session. However, I'm doing more direct channeling. I'm doing more of letting the guides come through, and we're doing voice channeling, as well as I'm also writing. I'm writing, letting them write through me. Automatic writing, you can call it that. A lot of times it's not like they're taking over the pen. I get the messages and I write them down.
That's what I do, I do.
I
don't write them with my a pen. I do it on the Word, on my computer so much faster. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm still, when I journal, I still use an old-fashioned journal and a pen.
Okay. Yeah, it hurts my hand now. We don't write anymore, so if I'm writing too much, it's like, Oh, I can
hardly read what I write sometimes. It's terrible.
I mean,
it's
when I'm
slow.
with Linda Salvin, we're doing the board, and then I write the notes. It's like later, I'm like, look at what?
That's why I love having it recorded. Like I was telling you earlier on the other show, that I like to audio record those sessions because I do miss some of the questions I ask or the comments I make in between when the messages come.
Yeah.
So I record everything. I go back, because they'll say, a lot of times people will say, yes, that's what we were talking about. You explained that really well. Or no, try this instead. And I'm like, what did I just say? So that's why I do audio recording, so I can hear what I'm saying too in between.
That's so beautiful. Now, are you going to be doing another book or anything with any of these?
Actually, yes, I am. My cat's still working on his book. He tells me it's complete, and we've been working a lot through the board and off the board, giving me his story. It's a story more for children, and also it's an adult story. It's a heartwarming kind of story about love and compassion and not being cruel to animals. Oh. So I know Jack has such a story to tell because he was so abused when I got him, and he's happy now. So anyway, we're working on that story. That I hope to have that one out this year. That's what Jack's goal is, and he says, I'm ready. Are you? So I've been really busy last year. I was doing a lot of traveling, as I told you before, and also working on my YouTube channel, really building that up, and doing my normal daytime job as well. So now I feel like I have some time. That's my goal. I'm also working with this group of beings from another dimension. I don't want to say too much about them yet. They've asked me to kind of keep it quiet, but they came to me when I was in Sedona. I called upon them, and they are called the Guardians. And I've been talking about it here and there on my show. And I had a wonderful artist come on from Sedona, Cher Lynn, and her medicine cards I bought, her oracle cards, came out, and it was through her cards that I found the Guardians in her cards, and I said, oh my God, I know these beings. And then I heard that I could talk to them again, and they came to me as a child. So it's full circle in my story. So they started coming to me again since Sedona, and now we're in communication. They're the ones that don't come through on the board, and they mostly work with me in my writing. And they're teaching me, Marla, they're teaching me about using the third eye and the pineal gland and activating that in conjunction with your heart, because that's truly how you activate this, is through your heart, and then being able to see into other dimensions better. So I'm not surprised the orb came. This is some of the stuff I'm doing.
Awesome.
So yeah, I'll be writing about that with some of the beings that I'm in communication with. So
we'll have to do another video about the pineal gland and what you've learned, because I keep working on mine, and there's something I'll show you guys that I do. There's this little magnet.
Oh, what's that for?
Well, my husband had thought I'd gone crazy. I write about it in the Buddha Made Me Do It. I was walking around with this. So I
don't remember that. Okay. Oh yeah, your third eye activation. Got it.
He says you better be careful. You're going to go nuts. He said.
Well,
and now
he
doesn't
know.
mind. He's gotten used to it. So I wear this like 4 hours a day. The magnet is supposed to help decalcify the pineal gland. So I wear that.
You're decalcifying. That makes sense.
And then I have this Vibes Up. You know that company, Vibes Up, crystal cream. So I don't know. I put it here too. And then I take all my supplements, the green algae and the
get off fluoride. You know that fluoride's worse.
And everything to try to decalcify. And I do note, and then I've been meditating. I have been meditating every day. I'm so proud of myself, because I'm the kind of person who knows I should be meditating, but I'm too busy. I'm doing this and that. But even if I don't feel good, I sit there and I meditate with my new crystal skull, Nigel.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I don't know what. Anyway. And I've been getting a lot more action, but I'm still trying to, and sometimes I'll hear something in my ear, but I'm still trying to open that up more. I mean, I think all those fluoride treatments as a kid, I think my mother took me every 6 months as a kid to get fluoride treatments on my teeth.
We all did.
I've got great teeth, no cavities, beautiful teeth. Thank you, Mom, but I think... And then fluoride in the toothpaste, fluoride in the water, fluoride in some of the food, and I think mine really got whammed, with that fluoride. So it's taken a long time to decalcify it. But if you have some new techniques, I want to hear about them.
I do. And yes, fluoride is probably one of the worst things, and that was just the era, Marla, when we all got fluoride treatments every time we went to the dentist, every 6 months to a year. Usually it was 6 months for us too.
Yeah.
So there's so many things you can do. But I got to say, Zarathustra was on my show. He's been on your show many times, and he does do a whole thing on how to activate your pineal gland. So definitely I'll put the link below to that.
I've taken his classes, many of them in person. I'm certified by him in his healing modality. Third dimensional quantum healing, and he does specialize in pineal gland activation.
Yes.
And what is third eye activation? And what's interesting is, after I'd gone to last year, I went to so many of his events, and he'd have some events where they would just be one evening, which is specializing in third eye activation, where he'll come around and touch, because his right hand became a high frequency transmitter, and he'd go around and touch. And then he has this, I got to find one of these, Karen, a crystal wand that it's about this big, and then light goes through it, and they'll come around, he and somebody else will come around and do that. After, then I took a 5-day workshop with him where I got certified in stuff. Now, after that training, I remember coming home, and it was night. I went into the bathroom, and it was dark, and out of the side of my right eye, I saw a shard of light. You've been
doing that for about a year now, Marla,
haven't you? I first started taking his stuff last year in February, where he gave me his DVD. You were with me at the Conscious Life Expo where we met him, and he gave it, and I started working with it. And so I started seeing this shard of white light, and then all the time, and I knew it was the third eye activating, and it was so exciting, and it stuck with me. And now I like it. At first I was like, oh, whoa, what's going on? And now when I'm walking my dog at night, I can see that flash of light, and I love it, and I hope it doesn't leave. So
this is one thing I will share here. I'll give you a little sneak peek into some of the things I've learned just from the guides. And what this group of beings from another dimension are teaching me is this. They said, if you want to activate your third eye and back into your heart space, you've got to be innocent like a child. Most children, when they come into the world, when they're first born, they have these abilities, all these abilities. They just can't communicate it to us verbally through our language. And the guides often say once you start learning language, it often changes you into what you could do without before language, pre-verbal and telepathically. So when I was a child, I saw many things that were here in other dimensions, but I couldn't explain it at the time. And I shut a lot of that down because of what I was told, or the language that taught me that doesn't exist. And they said, be back into the space of your childlike innocence and see the world from that place. An example is this. You know how when you would go out and play all day out in the grass, and you might lay down and look up at the sky and just imagine the clouds were animal shapes, or you were a little soldier running through the grass like this big. It's being back in that playful state, which helps in a way shift you back and activate that heart energy, which is connected directly to the pineal gland. The third eye, we call it. So anyway, that's some of the stuff I'm working with right now, and it really helps and does some great stuff. You'll start seeing more,
right,
and feeling more.
Yeah, I'm really excited to open up even more this year, and so that's great, Karen. And Karen and I will be at the Conscious Life Expo next month, so we'll be doing a video from there. And,
that's right.
Thanks, you guys. Comment below and let us know, what have you guys seen? What have you guys seen through the third eye? Have you seen anything in the skies? Do you have any night vision glasses, goggles? Those are so cool. I got to find out about those.
Yeah, my guides call these my electronic lens.
They're probably
the electronic eyes, and I have
expensive?
my other eyes, and then I have my third eye. So we talk about different eyes that we have, and this just opens up the world that much more, you guys. It's so cool.
Are they pretty expensive?
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
They're a little. They cost a little penny.
All right. Well, that's something to save up for.
Definitely want to save up for that. You can get other versions. I just really like this version. It is the version that Jimmy Church recommended to me. I reached out to him and asked him. He also has the exact same set of goggles, and so I'll put the links below again to the gentleman
Jimmy
you guys
Church from Fade to Black. We were both on his show. We met him at the Conscious Life Expo last year, and he was so gracious and had us both on his show. And I'll put the links below to the show, because my show's on YouTube. Is yours up? Yours should be on YouTube.
Yeah, mine is too. I gotta say this about Jimmy Church. He's top notch. He's just top notch. A1 class all the way. Really good at what he does, and his wife Rita is fantastic.
Enthusiastic when he's on. He'll do host for Coast to Coast, and he'll it's the we're in the bunker, and this is get ready, and he's super enthusiastic, which I love.
I love his energy. So yeah, we'll put links to our show below that we both did on there. You can check those out as well. It's so good to be back with you, Marla, and talking and chatting with the audience.
So good to be back, you guys. And if you have any topics that you'd like us to discuss, we're glad to pop back in and discuss them for 2018. So much love, everybody.
That's care. Right.
Bye.
And I always want to say happy boarding.
Oh, yes. Happy boarding, you guys.